Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. It seems that on Tuesday, Ethiopian military fled into Sudan after an attack by Fano fighters. What happened? Where was this attack carried out by Fano fighters? Why did military retreat towards Sudanese border? Some sources say the military was seen crossing into Sudan because Fano fighters were they had launched a major offensive on the military in that area. Secondly, what is happening to the refugees in Ethiopia? A few days ago, UN Refugee Agency issued a statement confirming an attack on Sudanese refugees in Ethiopia. Another report by uh, some refugee organizations about the death of an Eritrean refugee in Ethiopia. What happened to this refugee who the refugee has been killed reportedly? Who attacked the refugee camp in the Amhara region? Let's start first from the Sudan Ethiopia border. The border is mainly controlled by Ethiopian National Defense. Though it's a long border, it's difficult to man the entire border. We cannot say ENDF is in full control of entire border, starting from Humera to Venishangal, Gumuz, Gambala region. It's a long border. Fano fighters have been trying to expand their presence close to Sudanese border. Why? Because obviously, if they have access to Sudanese border, they can get support from across the border, logistical support, military support, ammunition support, weapon support, etc. And their commanders can go to and from Amhara to Sudan. They can go from Amhara to Sudan, vice versa. Uh, Last year, I remember that Fano groups took control of Kwara. Kwara is western Gondar, you can say. It's to the west of Matimma. To the west of Kwara, there is a mountainous area. There is Ethiopian National Park called Altash National Park, which has forests, valleys, mountains. And across the border, there is Aldindar Sudanese National Park. Both these zones are mountains, forests, and valleys. It's a strategic area when it comes to guerrilla warfare. That is why Fano fighters captured Kwara last year, but they could not take full control of Kwara because military wanted to disband them, remove them from Kwara. Military controlled Kwara last year. But 2 days ago, on Tuesday, Fano groups launched a major operation to capture entire Kwara. By the way, if I remember correctly, last year a special Fano brigade was formed for this area, for border area, Amhara Sudan border, because this is a strategic area. And the purpose of the formation of this brigade was to secure the entire border area, facilitating the movement of Fano fighters to and from Sudan. So on Tuesday, Fano fighters launched a major operation in Kwara, reportedly. They were outnumbered. Reportedly, ENDF officials were outnumbered by Fano fighters. So they started fleeing. From Kwara, they fled towards Altash National Park in mountains, forests. And some say that they were seen crossing into Sudan because Fano fighters were after them, chasing them, and they had to cross into Sudan to save their lives because the camp was totally dismantled, Ethiopian military camp by Fano fighters in this attack on Tuesday, reportedly. Military silent, you wouldn't see any statement from military. Fano captured Livar airport for a few hours though. on Wednesday. On Tuesday, no statement from the military. Here too, it was a major attack by Fano in western Gondar, but no confirmation, not confirmation, no statement from military confirming this attack. The military obviously would not admit that its people fled into Sudan, or its camp was dismantled. Its officials fled into El Tash National Park or into Al Dindar Park in Sudan. So, Birhanu Jula claimed that Fano groups have been weakened. They have lost the ability to carry out organized attacks. On the other hand, military's camps are being stormed by Fano fighters. They entered Dasi yesterday. I did a video on that this morning. First attack by Fano. You see, three attacks in the last 72 hours by Fano fighters, showing what they are doing. They're attacking Dasi for the first time. They entered Dasi city. They captured Lalibela airport. Second time, they captured the airport last year too. Once again, on Tuesday, they were there at the airport. Third attack, Huara, Gondar, and here Fano pushed military towards Sudanese border. So are Fano groups organized or not? Isn't it that their organizational work is gaining pace, but military seems to be denying these, denying the advances being made by Fano groups. Secondly, viewers, what is happening to the refugees staying in Ethiopia? A few days ago, we heard that Sudanese refugees came under attack in Ethiopia. Olala and Kumar camps are the two camps where Sudanese refugees are staying in Ethiopia. Kumar camp in Amhara region came under attack. Sudanese refugees fled. They protested. They wanted to return to their country. Some women were raped. An Amhara militia was blamed for this attack. UN Refugee Agency confirmed the attack. Sudanese military issued a statement saying it would not tolerate this type of treatment given to its people in Ethiopia. And then Sudanese military launched a crackdown on Ethiopians. I did a video on that too yesterday. The Ethiopians in Gedaref state are being monitored, checked, detained. Those who do not have the proper documents. It's not just Sudanese refugees, Eritrean refugees suffering as well. We know that in 2-year-long war in northern Ethiopia, in Tigray, there were 4 refugee camps of Eritrean refugees came under attacks. Mayani, Edi Harish, and 2 other camps. There were 4 camps in Tigray, I think. And there were around 1,000 Eritrean refugees there, but due to war there, the refugees were displaced. Some fled into Sudan. Some were abducted allegedly by Eritrean military. Both Tigray fighters, Eritrean military, were accused of carrying out attacks on Eritrean refugees back then. One camp was relocated to Amhara region. From Tigray to Amhara. In North Goa, it was established Elim Watch refugee camp. Refugees from Tigray were relocated to Elim Watch. Elim Watch camp has not been safe for Eritrean refugees. Several attacks on the refugees. On a Friday, 4 gunmen stormed Elim Watch refugee camp. And after that, dead body of an Eritrean refugee was found at a distance from the refugee camp. Lemlem Berhe is the name of Eritrean refugees who was shot dead on Friday, reportedly by unknown attackers. People of the area, people of the camp say that it wasn't any internal dispute among Eritrean refugees. Rather, the attackers were from outside. Who attacked the camp? We don't know. Amhara militias are operating in this region. Criminal gangs could be responsible too. I don't want to blame anyone, but it's the responsibility of Ethiopian government. Ethiopian government a few days ago said that it was facing shortage of funds to cater to the needs of refugees. It asked international donors to support the government. When UN Refugee Agency accused Amhara militia members of attacking Sudan refugees, back then the Ethiopian government issued a statement saying it was facing shortage of funds. So, in a way, the government is admitting its failure, that it is not able to protect Eritrean Sudanese refugees living in Ethiopia. Now, it will have consequences for Ethiopians abroad. Obviously, no Ethiopians, I think, no Ethiopian refugees are in Eritrea, if I'm not wrong. But Ethiopians are, the refugees are there in other parts of the world. If Eritreans are not safe in Ethiopia, obviously it will have consequences for Ethiopians abroad. Will Eritrean government speak? One of its citizens has been killed in Ethiopia. Will it speak? Does it have any regard for the lives of its people who are fleeing the country and in other country they're not safe as well? Or will it just take it as a way of leading to more pressure upon Eritrea that they should not leave the country because they're not safe outside? Let's see. Will Eritrea speak? At least Sudan issued a statement saying that its people should be protected by Ethiopian government. Though no Sudan refugee was killed. There was attack on the camp, refugees, their belongings stolen. No one was killed. Here, Eritrean refugee has been killed, Lemnem Berhe. So will the Eritrean government speak or not? Thank you for watching.